You took my shame and you buried it. What you've done, I won't forget. You never fail, you never will. I trust your name for greater things. You will come through, you always do. I trust your name for greater things. You never fail, you never will. I trust your name for greater things. You will come through, you always do. I trust your name for greater things. I will not fear, for you with me. I've seen this fight from the victory. And no power of hell can stand against me. 'Cause I've seen this fight from the victory. Yeah. I will not fear, for you with me. I've seen this fight from the victory. And no power of hell can stand against me. 'Cause I've seen this fight from the victory. Yeah. You never fail, you never will. I trust your name for greater things. You will come through, you always do. I trust your name for greater things. Oh, oh.
Mack, thanks for sharing the song, man. This song has been just such a blessing to me. I was talking about this while you guys were playing and setting things up or whatever, but I guess we've been living with this song for maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and since you first had a demo, and man, it's been just such a ministry to me. I've listened to the song so many times, and even some things going on in our family, and shared the song with my wife, and it just brought her to tears, you know. And so
Oh, wow.
it just feels like one of those songs. There's so much hope in it.
Yeah.
And but talk about it, man, and just like the inspiration, it's amazing. It's already, you know, impacting us.
Wow,
you know, and
that's
people haven't
awesome.
heard it yet, but talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm such a big fan of songs about the faithfulness of God. Those are some of my favorite worship songs to sing, because I think the older that I get, the more life I've lived, I've realized that no matter how like high you are or how low you are, you're always in like different seasons of life. And the one thing that we can count on, no matter what season we're in, is the faithfulness of God. And so this song kind of came out of just that truth that, you know, God doesn't change. God's never going to let us down. He's never going to let us go, even in the low seasons, even in the seasons where we feel like we're being stretched or pulled or things aren't going our way. We can just trust in the consistency of God. And I think too, the other thing that I've like realized over the years is just like in life, we're always in seasons of transition. Even if like we have like a stable job or something, we're probably in a season of transition with our family. Or even if we're in a stable, you know, family situation, we might have like a transitional thing going on with our job, or transitional thing going on maybe with like our health. But like we're always seasons are always like processing differently, and we're always going through different things. And so kind of wanted to just write a song that talks about like, no matter where you're at, you can trust God. You can look back, you can rely on like his past faithfulness to believe for the future. You can look ahead knowing that he's already won the war. We don't have to do anything to like declare victory. He's already done it. And so we can cling to that even in like the hard times, even in the good times. We can still kind of rely on just the consistency, the faithfulness of God.
Yeah. And I think that's what's so powerful. Even coming into this year, it was, one of my prayers was just, I know we're going to have stress. I know there's going to be crisis.
Right.
It's just for everybody. But I want to ride that better than I have in the past, not be tossed about so much by all the waves. And I think that's why I've drawn so much to this song, and the theme is just that it really speaks to that. It's like there's an anchor underneath all of this that we don't have to be.
Right. And anxiety and like kind of being afraid or fear, those are like very real emotions. Those are very like real things. And sometimes as Christians, we feel like we're not allowed to have those emotions, or we feel like we're in sin if we are afraid, or we're in sin if we're worrying. And I've just learned, just even in, this past year in my life, I can trust in like the peace of God. And I'll still have moments where I'll get anxious, or I'll have moments, I kind of describe it like there's like an umbrella of peace over my life. Every once in a while, like I'll peek my head out from the umbrella and get like rained on with like anxiety or stress or worry or whatever. But God will like continually like move that umbrella of peace like back over us if we just kind of center just our hope in just who he is, and center like to really believe that he is who he says he is, that he's going to do the things that he says he's going to do. And we can just kind of trust in that. It's not always 100%, guaranteed in our lives that we're going to feel that. But I think if we just continually like speak that over our lives, if we continually to speak that over our situations, and God will like use that,
Yeah, that's awesome. Man, walk us through what you're playing. You're capoed 4, so you're in key of B, is
key
that right?
of B, yep. So pretty, most of the song revolves around the 4 and the 5. Mm-hmm. So it's a pretty easy transition. So it starts off with just this 4 chord, then it goes to the 5 with like a passing 6. My life is built on your faithfulness. And that's pretty much the verse.
Yeah.
Just those chords over and over again. Then the first chorus starts on the 4 again, and it's just a real simple 4, 1, 6 minor, 5 progression. So it's like, you never fail. Go to the 1. You never, 6 minor. I trust your name. 5, for greater things. Then it just goes back to the verse where it's just back and forth between that 4 and the 5 again with the passing 6. So then to the bridge, surprise, surprise, it's 4 and 5 again. we keep it simple with this song. But the bridge is just, it's got that passing 6, and it's just 4. I will not fear, 6 minor, 5, if you with me. I've seen this fight from the victory. 4, 6 minor, 5, 6 minor, 4. And that's the bridge.
Yeah, and I love when you comes out of that bridge, there's all that build up, and then when you hit that last chorus, it just starts on the 1.
Yeah.
And it's this big release of just resolve like right there.
Right, we really wanted, I wanted that last chorus to feel like victory. If we're saying, I've seen this fight from the victory, that 1 is like a very like triumphant chord. So the last chorus is just, it starts on the 1, you never fail. Then it goes to the 6 minor, then the 5, then the 4. So it's just a real simple walk down. You never fail, you never will. I trust your name for greater things. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's an amazing song. I can't wait for people to start singing it, churches start using it. Well done, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
I trust